So, you probably know about a collector called CSGO. He was a big deal back in 2015 and 2016. He wasn't the biggest collector in the game, but he was definitely the most high profile. His profile was public, his inventory was public, he had the #1 level in all of Steam, and he showed up in a ton of McSkillet videos. If you knew about skins, you knew about CSGO, and it's not an exaggeration to call him CSGO's most legendary collector. There were literal news articles written about the guy, and his fame was so intense that to this day, scammers falsely claim to have done deals with CSGO to try and socially engineer people to trust them. But here's the thing, CSGO actually hasn't had any skins for about 2 years now. In fact, he lent them all to this guy, Gugio, who seems to be an IRL friend of his. CSGO has been out of CSGO for quite a while, but as of yesterday, that has all changed because CSGO has now gotten all of his skins back. And I'll tell you what, these are worth a lot more now than they were when he lent them out back 2 years ago. Now, there is too much stuff in this inventory for me to actually fully go through. Like, there's 25 pages of stuff. What I will say is he's got the usual fuck off collection of ruby, sapphires, and St4ck factory new crimson webs that any Arab prince seems to have. He's also got a souvenir or dragon lore because of course, but the big thing here is actually the Katowice 2014 stuff he's got. So if we just filter it down, is that going to work? Look, so first of all, he's got 4 Titan Hollows, 2 Reason Hollows, and Navi Hollow. These are very, very expensive now, but then there's the crafts. And the crafts are bonkers. 3 Iberpower Hollows, 4 Iberpower Hollows, 4 Iberpower Hollows, 4 Titan Hollows, 4 Titan Hollows, a mixed craft, another Iberpower Hollow, another Titan Hollow. He's just got tons and tons and tons of Kato stickers, and this is where he's just seen massive gains. Like, I don't know exactly what the full inventory is worth. It would be over $1 million. I can't do an exact value. It's obviously massive, but this has probably gone up in value 300, 400% since he lent it out. It's a lot more expensive now than it was back then. Crazily more expensive. In a weird way, it's almost like a crazy investment. By the way, here's his St4ck factory new crimson webs. Just nuts. And it goes on. He's a collector of #1 knives. He's got a ton of #1 knives here and #2 and #3s. You know, they're finally come out of hiding. Gugio had these on private. So one of the most legendary inventories, in fact, probably the most legendary inventory, has been retrieved from storage. It's now available for the public to see again. But naturally, you're probably wondering what this all means. Like, is CSGO actually back? Is he going to be doing stuff with CSGO skins? And while we don't know for sure, it's much more likely that rather than CSGO being back, Gugio has just left. As far as I can tell, he's into Valorant now rather than CSGO, so I think he just returned the skins. So I don't think CSGO is likely to actually be active again, but it is still cool to see his skins, and they're probably only going to get more valuable from here.